What's going on, everyone? It's Aseel Soueid, and in this video I'm going to show you all what you can do with $20 for a week of cutting. So this is going to be the best budget meal prep video that you will find, and not only am I going to show you all the most affordable budget friendly foods, however I'm going to show you all the cheapest diet plan for fat loss. I'm going to show you all exactly how to shop for this fat loss diet and exactly how to cook and meal prep this fat loss diet. And again, this is going to be the cheapest, most budget friendly diet you can possibly follow in order to get ripped, to get shredded, and get into the best shape of your life. Anyways, guys, all you need to do is simply follow through this entire video, watch it from the very start to the very finish, and have yourself a pen and paper and just write a few notes. And I promise you it is going to be the best, most helpful video you'll find in terms of losing fat on a budget. Anyways, guys, let's go ahead, hop in the car and head to the grocery store in order to shop for this budget-friendly, cheap, affordable diet. Alright, so I've just arrived at the grocery store, and based on my experiences, there are going to be 3 specific grocery stores that you should be shopping for when it comes to having a budget-friendly meal prep and getting the best, cheapest fat loss foods. Number 1 is going to be Walmart. So Walmart is just king when it comes to a budget-friendly Whole Foods meal plan. And then number 2 is going to be Kroger. So Kroger has a lot of cheap store brand foods where you're really gonna get your bang for your buck when it comes to shopping at an affordable rate. And then number 3 is going to be Aldi's. So Aldi's is great because you get a lot of quality, but at the same time it's very affordable. So don't be afraid if you don't have any one out of those 3 stores around your area, which would be extremely surprising if you didn't. But just be sure to find a local cheap grocery store to shop in. Alright, so my grocery store of choice is going to be Walmart. So we are going to be shopping for 8 different foods when it comes to this budget meal prep and cheap, affordable fat loss diet. So these 8 foods are going to consist of 3 different food sources. Number 1 is going to be protein, number 2 is going to be fats, and number 3 is going to be carbs. Now you guys are gonna notice this budget-friendly fat loss diet is going to be high in fats, high in protein, and low in carbs, just because it is going to be the most affordable kind of diet to follow for fat loss, because you're gonna notice that the proteins and the fats are going to coexist when it comes to the different foods we're going to be eating. So you're gonna get a lot of bang in your buck because they're gonna include fats and protein. So you're knocking out a lot. And again, we're only shopping for 8 foods here, so we're gonna make it quick, we're gonna make it efficient. It is going to be super simple. Let's get started. Alright, so we are going to start with food source number 1, which is going to be protein. So we're gonna go ahead and grab some eggs. So this is going to be used for not only whole eggs in this diet, but egg whites as well. So we're not gonna buy any cartoned egg whites or egg beaters just because it's more expensive. And again, this is a budget meal prep video. We only have $20 to work with for the entire week. So, you know, we're gonna bang out 2 birds in 1 stone with the whole eggs and the egg whites with this right over here. Alright, so next up we have got the last and final protein source. I know that was fast, but this is going to be extremely simple and easy to follow because again, this is the cheapest budget-friendly meal plan you could possibly follow for fat loss. But anyways, we have got some boneless, skinless chicken thighs. Now, one thing you want to make sure you look out for when shopping for your meat sources like chicken thighs is to make sure you buy the generic store brand chicken. So notice that this is Great Value brand, so it's extremely cheap, guys, at only $2.32 per pound, and I've even seen it as low as $1.99 per pound. So you're getting your biggest bang for your buck, shopping in bulk here, so this will last you the entire week. All right, so next up we have got our fat sources. Now check this out. Our fats and our proteins are going to be paired up together because usually the fat sources or the protein sources are also gonna have a little bit of fats, just like the chicken. So the chicken thighs can go into the sections of proteins and fats as well, and so can some good old peanut butter. So peanut butter is the main source of fat, of course, but it's also got some protein in it. And again, it is going to fit perfectly for this budget-friendly diet. Okay, so moving on to our last and final fat source in this diet, we are going to get some extra virgin olive oil. Now again, guys, be sure you're looking for the name brand, which again for Walmart is going to be great value. So good to go. All right, so we are now moving on to the third and final food source, which is going to be our carb sources. So we're gonna start off with some old-fashioned oatmeal, again, store brand, so it's as cheap as possible. And you can never go wrong with oatmeal because it is gonna be one of the cheapest carb sources you could possibly get. Okay, so next up, we have got ourselves some white rice. Now, when it comes to shopping for white rice, you want to make sure you are just getting some dry store brand rice. If you get something like some minute ready rice in a package, this costs 78 cents, guys. This costs $1.98, and then this is going to be like 10 plus times the amount of rice you're going to get with this at half the cost. So you want to make sure you're just getting it dry, going through the extra effort of cooking it versus just, you know, having a serving for 90 seconds. But again, you're saving a whole lot of money, and this is a budget meal prep video. All right, guys, so next up for our last and final carb source, we are gonna go ahead and grab some white potato. Now, these white potatoes are gonna include a lot of extra variety when it comes to the carbs in this budget-friendly meal prep video. However, it is not going to break the bank because white potatoes are also, again, one of the cheapest carb sources you can possibly get. And you can do a lot with this, so it's gonna give you a lot of variety in your diet. Anyways, let's go ahead, put this in the shopping cart, and get this grocery shopping over with. So we are back from the grocery store. It was a very quick trip, and notice how we only have one bag of groceries. That's because, guys, when you have a budget-friendly diet, you really don't need all that much. We're keeping our diet very simple, straight to the point, but at the same time, it is going to be very tasty and efficient. So check it out. I have got the receipt here. This is gonna include the total cost for the whole week of this diet. Again, guys, it is going to be super, super cheap. Let's go ahead and go over it. So the total for this entire week of cutting is going to be $21. So check it out, guys. It is actually $20.49 without tax. And this actually would have been well under $20 if I didn't get such a big package of chicken breast. So hear me out here. It definitely would have been under 20, but still 21 bucks for, again, an entire week's worth of cutting. You cannot beat that, and you will lose fat. You're gonna get the best results on this. Let's go ahead and lay out all the foods, go over it real quick, and then start cooking. Okay, so before I start cooking and meal prepping this entire budget-friendly fat loss diet, check it out. I want to show you a quick little overview of exactly what we got. We have our protein sources and our fat sources as well, which are going to be the whole eggs and egg whites. And then we have the chicken thighs. We also have the peanut butter and the olive oil, which again, these are going to include the proteins and the fats. And then for our carb sources, we have the oatmeal, we got the white rice, and we got the potatoes. So again, guys, literally only 8 items here. This is 7, but it's actually 8, including the whole eggs and the egg whites together. And that is going to be the entire $20 cutting diet. And let's go ahead and get to cooking and show you guys the full meal plan. So I've got meal number 1 in this budget-friendly cutting diet prepped up and completed. Check it out. This is going to consist of 80 grams of oatmeal with 32 grams of peanut butter in there. Now you can also throw in some sea salt and artificial sweetener just to make it taste a lot better as well. And then we also have 6 egg whites and 2 whole eggs to the side. So that is going to be meal number 1 in this cutting diet. And this is going to consist of 723 calories coming from 61 grams of carbs, 32 grams of fat, and 51 grams of protein. Anyways, that is going to wrap up meal number 1. Super cost effective and extremely easy and simple to meal prep, guys. It literally takes less than 10 minutes every single day for the first meal of the day. And you can also eat this after around 3 to 4 hours upon waking up, or you can eat it first thing in the morning, whether or not you like to intermittent fast or not. I personally like to fast for the first 4 to 5 hours and then break my fast with this meal. It's delicious, it's cheap, and it gets the job done. Anyways, let's go ahead and get cooking with meal number 2, and I'll show you guys exactly what we got. So meal number 2 in this cutting diet and budget meal prep is complete and prepped up. Check it out. We have 10 ounces of cooked boneless, skinless chicken thighs, and then we have 200 grams of white rice on the side. Now this is actually going to be your post-workout meal in this diet. Meal number 1 is actually gonna be your pre-workout meal. Now the reason for this is because I'm pretty much implementing most of the carbohydrates in this diet pre-workout and then post-workout as well, just so you get the most efficient use out of the macronutrient intake. But anyways, guys, meal number 2 is going to consist of 818 calories coming from 61 grams of carbs, 23 grams of fat, and 75 grams of protein. So a very well-balanced meal. And again, we are almost done here. I wanna appreciate every single one of you still sticking around the video. If you are enjoying this step-by-step, in-depth diet video, be sure to give the video a like right now for many more, guys. I'll be sure to do plenty as long as the video gets support. Anyways, let's go ahead, quit rambling, and move on to meal number 3, which is gonna be the last and final meal of this diet. So I've got meal number 3, which is going to be the last and final meal in this budget-friendly diet and cutting meal plan. And what meal number 3 is going to consist of is 6 egg whites, 2 whole eggs, 200 grams of white potato, and a tablespoon of olive oil. So this is absolutely delicious, guys. The whole entire meal just goes really, really well together. Pretty much, it's like a potato and egg scramble. So you got the olive oil, you get the potatoes cooking up in the olive oil so they're all crispy and oily, and then you just cook the eggs and the egg whites on top of it, and it just sinks right in. It tastes absolutely delicious, and this is going to be the lowest carb meal out of all 3 that I've shown you all, just because most likely you will be eating this towards the end of the night, so you don't need all the carbs. However, it is going to be higher in fat as well, just to keep you full throughout the entire night. But anyways, guys, that is going to be the last meal in this diet. Now, meal number 3 is going to consist of 550 calories coming from 43 grams of carbs, 24 grams of fat, and 38 grams of protein. So perfect to end the day off. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the total macros and calories in this cutting meal plan and affordable budget diet. So stick around, you do not wanna miss that. And I really hope you guys have enjoyed the video so far. So the total calories and macros in this budget meal prep cutting diet is going to consist of 2,104 calories coming from 165 grams of carbs, 80 grams of fat, and 165 grams of protein. So in this video, I have shown you all exactly how to shop for these budget-friendly foods in order to meal prep cost efficiently, and I've even shown you all exactly how to cook, prepare, and meal prep all of these meals for this cutting diet. Remember guys, eating healthy, meal prepping, getting into the best shape of your life does not have to be expensive. I've showed you all exactly how you can get shredded in only $20 for a week of cutting. Anyways guys, hopefully this video helped you out. Just two quick little notes before I end this video that I want to mention. Be sure you include a green vegetable in every single one of these meals. I personally like including a serving or two of broccoli just to get those micronutrients in. It's not going to add many calories. Again, it's important to get those micros in, and also green vegetables are typically very cost effective. And also be sure to season your meals with salt and pepper. There's no issue with that, and again, it's gonna be super cheap. Anyways guys, if you personally wanna work with me one-on-one in order to get in the best shape of your life, you want me to personally create you your own diet, your own meal plan, your own macronutrient intake, your own weight training program, and your cardio programming, be sure to hit that second link in the description box down below. I'm currently accepting one-on-one online coaching clients, and I would love to work with you in order to get the best results possible. And if you are looking for just a simple 3-step program to follow that's going to give you a free weight training program, a free cardio program, and a free diet plan, then be sure to hit the other link in the description box down below. It'll take you to another link, enter your email address, and I'll personally be emailing you it. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. If you want to see more budget meal prep videos or meal prep videos in general and more full free cutting diets, be sure to simply hit the like button on this video. That is all I ask for. Share it with a buddy or two as well if you really enjoyed it, and be sure to subscribe to my channel if you are new. Hit the notification bell right next to the subscribe button so you're staying in tune with all of my video uploads. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at Aseel Soueid. Slide into my DMs and say what's up. Anyways, thank you for watching, family, and I will see every single one of you in the next video.